Tommy, I'll start with you. You know, this wasn't I'll tell you, qualifying sessions in AMA Pro National Guard American Superbike, for a guy like me, they're pretty exciting. You guys really put on a show out there today, and it was pretty interesting to watch the times as everybody jumped up and down. Today, I've asked other guys this, do you go into today with a different setup? Is it a different setup or a different mindset that enables you guys to take advantage of the different conditions on the second day of qualifying?
I think, for one, the conditions are a little bit better being the morning time. Track's a little cooler. I think that helped a little bit, I'm sure. And then also just, you know, we had made some changes overnight, definitely made a little bit of improvement. So that and just more laps, and it's the final thing. So everyone's out trying to, you know, ride at the maximum. So combination of all those, I think you see the times drop.
And you qualified second here last year, if I'm not mistaken. Is this a track that you like? Do you like the flow and the rhythm of this race course?
You know, honestly, I like it, the track itself, less every time we change it some. But, you know, I do think the changes are for the better. So, you know, I've been coming here since I was a little kid, so I rode back to Gravity Cavity to all the way to what we have now. So I've seen every variation of it. So it's a unique track. My biggest complaint now is just really single file, really follow the leader around a lot of it. So you know, hopefully the racing will be all right, but you have to be creative, I think, to do some passing around here. So we'll see. Usually I have good results here. Looking forward to the race. I think the bike's pretty good, and I think it's going to be another good show. Several guys going fast, and I think we'll see a lot of what we've been seeing all year.
Well, that's excellent. That's a great job for the Rockstar Makita Suzuki team, for sure. Hey, Josh, Team Graves Yamaha, you also put forth a pretty gallant charge there, and towards the end I saw that you really went out and tried to better your time right towards the end of the session. Were you trying to work through mechanical changes on the bike, or were you looking to yourself to get a time?
Yeah, you know, I think for us front row is a step in the right direction considering the last two races, and you know, pole's always fun. You're always trying for that, but I'm pretty happy to be on the front row. We spent more time working on a motorcycle that we're going to have to race for a lot of laps, and we did that. And it's all been small changes, and find out where you're slow and grit your teeth and just try to go a little faster through there, find a way faster through there. But Blake's been setting a pace out there that's been hard to chase, and we just, you know, he keeps upping it, we keep getting close, and keeps upping it, we keep getting close. And we'll just have to see how 20 laps falls together, and I think we have a good machine, and I think it looks like it's going to be a pretty good race, and I'm excited to get out and get started.
Well, that's a great job for you guys, and again, like you said, you've really been working your way up the field. Blake, that was really a very impressive qualifying session. You know, you set the kind of the high water mark early, and then as the session went on, you were fought off various people trying to get ahead of you, Jake and a few guys, and then you went out and laid down a pretty impressive lap. I think it was a 124.8 something, and then you went out and really put an exclamation point with a 124.730. Is this something? I mean, it's a combination of things to me, and I'm trying to figure out where it's coming. You got a great setup. You were teammates to a guy that really had a handle on this racetrack, and then your own ability and your own experience here. What of those things is it that gives you such an advantage here? I mean,
just coming in this weekend, really wanted to do good. You know, California Speedway, we ended up third, and I just want to keep moving up on the podium and get that second, get that first, you know. But you know, yeah, I mean, Matt used to go really, really well around here, and you know, now I'm working with Peter and some of his older guys, Herschel, and you know, maybe give me a little bit of pointers and kind of look at some of the things that he used to do around here to really get around pretty well. And you know, it's feeling good. You know, the guys are, seems like we unloaded the bike off the truck really, really good, and it seems like the guys have been able to give me, you know, what I asked for every time, which is, you know, a good feeling. You know, when you go out there and, hey, it's doing this, it's doing that, can you fix it? And they end up fixing it. You know, it's just keep pushing, keep digging, and go faster. But no, you know, I'm really happy. You know, this is my first pole position in Superbike, and you know, I'm excited and happy. It went good for us.
Well, that was an exceptional job, and really, do you think over the course of the race that you have the bike to maintain that pace and set a race pace that the others are going to have a tough time matching?
You know, everybody seemed to be going pretty well out there, you know. I was sitting on the wall there about 8 minutes to go, watching Josh and Jake go a little bit quicker, and watch them go through one segment and go, oh, they're on it, and then, you know, come across the line and see how close they were getting. But, you know, as far as a bike, you know, having the race distance, you know, we did some long stints. I wouldn't say we did any that were race distance stints, but, you know, I think we got a fairly decent bike. You know, the thing does obviously really fast laps with the new tire in it for, you know, first 3 laps or whatnot, but it don't fall off too much. I think we're going to be able to go fast.
Well, it seems like the Rockstar Makita Suzuki team is kind of creeping up on this season. You guys started slow, although, Tommy, you had those great second places at Daytona, which failed to deceive a little bit, but you guys are really starting to come on, and that's a great job. Jake, you know, yesterday you really set a great time, and it was a very exciting qualifying session, but then this one even was better. The first 3 guys managed to go quicker than your time yesterday. You said it was a work in progress. Did you get, obviously you didn't get pole, but did you get through some of the things you wanted, and are you going in the right direction with your bike?
Yeah, we definitely looked at some different things this morning, and it wasn't better than what we had yesterday. We ended up getting back on yesterday's bike and just making a couple small little changes to it, and as I said yesterday, I figured this morning was going to be quicker. You know, the cooler track temperature was definitely going to help out, and no, you know, hats off to Blake. Congratulations on the pole, and you know, all the guys up here, everybody's riding really hard, and I think, you know, the times show that the pace is definitely going to be fast, and you know, I think we're looking pretty good. Our bike seems really good, and you know, I was a little bit bummed there on that last little bit. You know, I'd run those 2 24/8 right in a row, and had a little bit better lap going, and then I found a guy parked down at the bottom of the chicane in the middle of the racetrack. So it's the way it goes, though. I mean, that's, you know, we deal with that time and time again. It's just inexcusable when it's a guy who's been in our paddock for a while and kind of knows the drill. It's the end of qualifying. You don't go down the back straightaway in 3rd gear and then decide to park in the middle of the racetrack. It's not a good idea, but that's just the way it is. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the race, and it should be a good one again.
It's true. It's 3 different teams and 2 brands of motorcycles up here is impressive. Just let me ask you a cool question about Brett McCormick and how he's coming along. I saw he improved a little bit there at the end. Have you been working with him, and how's that going with a new teammate?
I haven't really been working with Brett too much. You know, he's working with Aaron's side of the team, and you know, if he has questions and stuff, you know, I do my best to help him out with that. But no, the kid's doing great. You know, he qualified on the 2nd row, and for a kid who's you know, 18 years old and never been here, I think he's doing an amazing job, and you know, I think he's just going to get quicker as the weekend progresses.
Well, that's great. Any questions, guys?
There seems to be a drop-off after the top 4, where we had like 8 guys close together the first 2 rounds, and I know Aaron's missing, but you know, is that a nature of this being a tougher track, a more technical track, that opened up that gap in the field? Anybody?
We're just better than everybody.
Josh said it, you know, I mean, what can we say? No, I think this track, you know, it's definitely not an easy track to get around, and you've got to have your bike set up correctly to go here, and I think, you know, what you're seeing is just guys that just haven't quite got their bikes completely dialed yet, and it's definitely a tough track to get around fast. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, it's to get that last little bit out of the bike at this racetrack, you really have to search to find that, and you know, it could be a case of that, who knows, but it is a more technical racetrack than the first 2 for sure.